Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a state of the market video. Today is February 13th, 2021. Before we get started, this video is for educational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security, and I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Also, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. On my YouTube channel, I really do appreciate that. Leave me some comments below what you liked. I try to answer everybody. And also, you can find me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. So again, find me there, and I post charts and stuff like that pretty much every day, as well as all my scans. All right, so let's start with the SPX like we always do. And, it's still moving higher, right? It's an uptrend. Great to see. We had this little dip here, made me a little bit more cautious, but things just kind of rebounded very nicely. I'm looking at the RSP, and let's try that one more time. Boom. RSP. So the equal weight S&P is also moving to all-time highs. So we can see that this is broad participation, not just a couple of large cap stocks. Next up, let's look at the QQQ. Again, this was the area that made me a little nervous. It was obviously just a shakeout at this point, and things are still moving much, much higher. Again, I'd expect this 23-day EMA to be tested again at some point in the future. As we start to get more and more extended from it. Let's see how far we are. Yeah, only about 3% or so, 3.5%. Back over here, it was about 4%. So, it may chop around here, let it catch up. If it keeps moving higher, I would expect maybe a situation like this, like that, maybe even like this, to come back and retest that area. Looking at the equal weight, because again, we want to make sure that this is broad participation. And as you can see, it definitely is closing at all-time highs also. IWM, the small caps, they kind of consolidated this week. They're still the leaders, in my opinion. So small and mid-cap names are doing really, really well. I think that's also a sign of risk on if those are the names that are doing really well. So IWM looks great. Looking at some sectors that are important, XLF, we've talked about this, a ton of times. Switch the line chart, clean it up a little bit. Yeah, let's just go to monthly. So here's the monthly chart. Yeah, it's mid-month. Let's go to week. Yeah, I like weekly better. Here we go. Touch this area, touch it again there, again here. To see. Now we're breaking out, right? Look at this. Now we're breaking out. We close at all-time highs in the financials. So that's something to take notice of, right? That hasn't happened ever before, a closing at 31.52. So if financials are breaking out, that is extremely bullish for the market, not necessarily because I'm trading financials. It's just showing that financials participating will be basically they're buying everything, risk on assets, and in general, when financials are breaking out, it's a very bullish scenario for the markets. Next up is SMH. Semiconductors had an amazing week, starting to get, again, a little bit extended from the moving averages, almost 7%. Let's see what it was right here. Yeah, there it was. So I could expect, maybe it needs to kind of come back, chop around and let these moving averages catch up a little bit. It doesn't necessarily have to touch it, but it has in the past when it gets extended. But SMH moving higher. Again, very bullish for the overall market. SMH being one of the most important sectors with XLF. Switching over to credit spreads. So, I was a little more nervous here. Again, that coincides with some of those big bars on the indexes, down bars. But credit rolled right back over, and we're making new Is it quite 52-week? Not quite 52-week lows, but it's getting there. So yeah, I mean, that's the look you want to see. Tightening credit, bond spreads. I mean, it's looking real good. I mean, I expect it to continue based on this to fall, and that is the bullish scenario. Okay, next up, let's go look at wood. I forgot to look at wood here. Yeah, so looking at lumber, lumber is breaking out from, this, I don't know if you want to call it base, but, 2-year highs for sure, 3-year highs really, right here. So that is extremely bullish for the economy overall, and the market tends to do very well if lumber is moving higher. Tends to be a leading indicator for the market overall. So definitely something I'd like to see. We looked at bonds already, so let's look at the VIX. Again, here was a spike in the VIX that was concerning, and now we're down to a VIX of 20. All right, making new lows, from, let me see, was that 50? Yeah, looks like just about 52-week lows. We're right there. Either way, it's at 20, which is very in a bullish range. Exactly what you want to see, more for a trending market. That's perfect, right? Let's look at put call ratio. Put call ratio got a little bit heated last week, and then we had a pullback. So I just call this a bullish range, right? I mean, you're gonna get these spikes into the overheated territory. You'll get a snap back, and it'll just stay in this bullish range. Again, what you don't want to see is this. Actually, if you see this, that means the market's really, really bad right now, and that's probably your buy signal. But this right here, just a bullish range. And again, it goes right along with trending market, and things are doing pretty good. Line geometric index, breaking out to all-time highs, once again, tells you that this is a broad-based rally. This is not just one or two stocks doing well. This is the market doing well, the market of stocks. Look at this. Boom, boom. And now it's trying to move higher. So yeah, looks amazing. And we haven't looked at gold in a while, so let's just look at gold just for fun. And so, as of right now, I mean, it hasn't broken down below here, but it's definitely not a place I want to be part of. There's no reason to. I mean, so many other things are working. And looking at the gold versus SPX, that has broken down. So whatever pattern may or may not have been developing here, yeah, that's busted, like really bad busted. So no reason, in my opinion, to be anywhere near gold at this point. Silver is probably looking the same way. Haven't even looked at it. I mean, I've seen worse charts. That's not bad. But again, there's too many other things that are absolutely working. But that actually looks pretty good. Let's look at silver versus the S&P. Let me see. Yeah, again, I mean, it's just not my thing right now. I think that there's too many other things that are working great out there. So just looking at MMFI. So this is the percent of stocks above the 50-day moving average. We had a little shakeout, and now things are in the red zone again. But again, they could stay in here for a long period of time. This is not necessarily a sell signal. But obviously if it got up to 98, 99, that may be. But at this point, it just means that the market is healthy. It's trending. I think things are looking absolutely amazing. Yeah, so I think that's what I got. Going to keep it to just those today, going through my process. It's funny because my week was kind of on the flattish basis. So I think that there was in some of the growth names, there's some consolidation this week, which is usually where I'm going to hang out, a lot of growth names. So it's so I think that we're just setting up for that next move higher. When you look at it, there is really, I mean, nothing wrong with any of these charts. I mean, when you look at the bond ratios, and you look at the VIX, and you look at the put call ratio, and you look at price action of the indexes, value line geometric index that's showing broad participation, equal weight charts that's showing broad participation. There is literally everything is set up for a move higher in equities. Is there going to be shakeouts along the way and things that will put doubt into your mind and my mind? Absolutely, there's going to be. But with that being said, there's nothing I can see as of today under the surface or in indexes or anywhere that says to be cautious right now. This says that this is an amazing bullish environment to be in, and go get them, right? All right, guys. Well, gals, hope you all have a good week this week. Stay safe out there. And again, if you like these types of videos, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really do appreciate that. Thanks to Richard Moglen. He helped me put me over 5,000 subscribers. And so that was pretty awesome. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. It's a huge, round number that I'm really proud of. So thank you. And find me at AlphaCharge365 on Twitter. Take care.